Hey guys, hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing well. So, first of all, happy National Planner Day. It is August the 1st, so I'm really excited about that. So, again, happy National Planner Day. I know it's really the end of the day, but it is still the day. So, it's August 1st. So, again, August 1st is National Planner Day. So, shout out to all of my planner heads. I am definitely one of them. I'm not the intense one that has like all the washi tape and all the stickers and all, I'm not there, but I am, of course, a planner lover, being someone who produces planners and journals. Then, hey, Tiff, hey guys. So this countdown that I just did, that's a feature that StreamYard just added. So I'm really excited about that. Now you can add video intros and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be going crazy with this. So I wanted to talk about something for this channel that I felt like would be a really good resource video. Of course, I am super addicted to doing live streams. I need to go back to edited video. I know, but I just love doing live streams. Okay. And I'm going to be working on some edited video for August and September, but I'm not making any promises. But before we get started, I just want to make some quick announcements. Number one, if you are a part of Launch on a Budget, a survey was sent out this previous week as we get ready for the recording of Launch on a Budget. So all of the old videos are being scrapped away and we're preparing for all new content. We're doing the lighting, professional recording. It's going to be really amazing. But if you did not fill out the survey and you are a student in Launch on a Budget, please be sure, hey Revolver, please be sure to fill out that survey. The other announcement is that we've picked our 6. I was going to do 5 for the planner, 1K planner project. We ended up picking 6 out of 43 entries. There were a lot of entries. Unfortunately, some people, when they got the link, they didn't schedule their call. So I hope that when we do the second round, that you guys be sure to schedule a call when we sent you guys a link. Some people did not, but we still got 40. I did 43 calls. Well, no, I didn't do 43 calls. I had 43 entries, but I did at least, I think it was like, I don't know how many calls. It was like maybe 30. Because not everyone's scheduled, and I had to end up calling people via like directly. I was tracking people down. But some of you, I don't know what's going on. Some of you didn't feel like, listen, next time we do this, I want to make sure everyone, gets their piece of the pie. But I picked my 6. Those 6 are getting their text tonight. I just had to really go through all these projects, but I really feel like the 6 that I picked are really great projects. And yeah, I'm just really excited about these projects that are coming through the pipeline. And they're going to be on full display in the month of September. So yeah, so congrats to the 6. The 6 that were picked, I guess I can say their names because they're going to be getting their text anyway, so I can just say their names. So the 6 that were picked, and we're going to get into today's talk, but I'm just going to announce the 6 that were picked. They're on my list, and they're getting their emails tomorrow. They were supposed to get them Friday, but I was still processing. So the 6 that were picked were, and this is crazy, the fact that we had 43 entries says a lot. I mean, obviously so the 6 were Katrina Cromwell, Shelly Irving, Nicole Carter, Renee Gramps, Latricia Friend. There were 7 picked. Oops. Shanika Norman. No. There were 6. Yep, there were 6. Yep, I'm going to say it was 7. Wait, whoa. Katrina Cromwell, Shelly Irving, Nicole Carter, Renee Gramps, Latricia Friend, and Shanika Norman. Those were the 6. I'm about to say it's not 7. Those were the 6 that were picked. So I'm really excited about that group. It's actually a really good group. This is a really good group that we have coming in. Very unique projects, but you will find out with the documentary that we're doing really soon for our Planner Journal community. So let's get into this video. So I get this question all the time. Number one, we are less than 50. I think we're at 57 because I think we're at 9,943. So we have 57 subscribers left until we hit 10K. And when we do 10K, I don't know what I'm going to give away. I definitely want to give away money. but I also want to give away something else. So we'll figure out what it is. Apparently you guys really love me giving away one-on-one consultations. So we'll see. But I want to do something big, but we're really close to 10K. And one of the questions I have gotten a lot via email was about, Genesis, how do you monetize your channel? Especially if, you're monetizing via YouTube, or, you're doing ads, different things. What are some other ways to monetize your channel? And how did you grow your channel in such a short time? So let me quickly give you the background, and then I'm going to give you guys my strategy on how I monetize using what I do on my other branding, which is genesisdorsey.com, where I teach people how to build their platforms profitably using active and passive income streams, selling their knowledge online. So this is kind of like my area of expertise. But I'm going to give you the strategy on how I did it for my YouTube channel and how we turned that into going to be pinning on a 6-figure business if we, continue for December, which we, of course, we will. So let's talk about this. So in 2017, I did the video, which a lot of you have watched, which is starting your journal business. And it was the prayer journal video. So that was in 2017. The algorithm from YouTube really hit. And really when it came around 2019 is when it had like a spike. Now during that time, my YouTube channel was not focused purely on planners and journals. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys some background so you can understand. So some of you guys know that I am a faith-based Christian. And so I had a lot of like religious content. I had like vlogs, I had makeup videos. I just had all sorts of stuff on this channel. And when you start to see the data, right, where it's leaning towards like one area, one subject, like, one kind of focus, then that is your proof to move and pivot. And so what I did with Print School, what I did at first was it was called Genesis Dorsey. That's the first one. It was called Genesis Dorsey. And so what I did was I changed the name to Print School. Okay, we changed the name to Print School, and then I removed all the content that did not relate to Print School, like our mission. So I got a mission, I got a focus for what Print School was going to do, what we focus on, our demographic, which of course for us is we focus on helping women primarily who are interested in planner, journal, or print on demand businesses, and teaching them ways on how to use it from a business perspective to really do things that they love and care about and can make money from. So that was the mission. Now, before that, my YouTube channel really didn't have a mission. It was kind of like, here's just random content over here and there, right? And so one of the things I tell people is that before you monetize your channel the way that I'm going to teach you how I've monetized it, make sure that your channel has a focus, because otherwise people will like, people came for planners and journal content, but if I begin doing content that was not focused on that, then that really turns your audience away, right? So a lot of people, you have to figure out what kind of content will you provide. So in doing my research, I found that there's really different types of content. Now, I'm not a marketing expert. People say I'm good at marketing, but that's not like my real area of expertise. My real area of expertise is knowing how to package things to sell to people. I'm the queen of that. I'm the queen of packaging and figuring out how to take ideas and making them sellable. So, but in my research, one thing I found was that you have to figure out what kind of content you want to create. Is it going to be entertainment based? That's like, for instance, channels focused on bloggers and, follow the family as we raise the kids, or, follow my life. Then you have people who are more into like makeup videos on YouTube and beauty, there's the beauty world. Then you have people who are more focused on like DIY tech, right? And then again, for me, I was more educational based, where I'm focused on business, but within the niche of planners and journals. So you have to figure out, number one, what's the purpose of your channel, because mixed content that does not make sense will make it hard to monetize in the way I'm going to teach you how I did it, because you have to have a focus. Because for me, as we're going to talk about a little bit later, is that when I package stuff, again, my expertise is knowing how to package stuff. I can package a piece of ice and sell it to you, okay, on a cold day, okay? That's me. I'm good at sales. And so for me, when you do sales, you have to make sure that there's clarity in your offers and your products. So that's why you can't have a scattered channel, because in the event that you want to package the way I'm about to teach you, you cannot have this and that. And this is why popular YouTubers, they'll make a whole separate channel if they want to do a blog channel, or they'll make a whole separate channel if they want to do like a cooking, right? Because there's going to be content all focused on that particular subject. Now, there are some people where their channels kind of focus just following their lives. And that's more of like a vlog, follow me kind of channel. But that was not my channel. So again, I had to pivot my channel to a focus. But here is something though that a lot of people don't want to talk about, which is that I did have a video that went viral. So you know, some people, they try to sell you guru stuff, but they had viral content. So it's easy for them to say, well, you know, we did this and we did that, right? So the point though is that I did do a video in 2017, but it did not take off until about 2019, right? So imagine if I would have pivoted my channel, but see, at the time I didn't know. At the time I didn't know what to pivot my channel to. And to answer your question, T's Girls TV, your channel can be on fashion. Your channel can be on whatever, but it does need a focus, right? So if your channel's on like fashion and beauty, that's what your channel is on, okay? And the reason why is because when the algorithm picks up your video and it begins to be recommended in people's things, they're going to want to eat up more content on that subject. And if you have scattered content or you don't have enough content on that subject, they won't subscribe because people subscribe for ongoing content. The whole purpose of subscriptions is for ongoing content. People want more than the one video that they watch. They want to watch more. That's why they subscribe. They subscribe because they like that type of content. Got it? So whatever type of content you're providing, you want to provide more of it. Okay, let's fast forward. So again, I did have a viral video. I have 2 now. In these videos, in my opinion, my how to start your journal business, but prayer journal one, that was the best video. The other one that went viral, I still don't know why that one, because to me, it was not the best video. But it took off, okay? I can't complain about the numbers. So at the time, I decided to monetize my channel. I think it was like 2019, I decided to monetize my channel. Now with YouTube, the YouTube monetization is focused on like running ads, right? And with the running ads, you really don't make a ton of money, especially if you don't have like a ton of traffic coming in, right? So like you may make, I think the most I made from my channel so far has been like maybe like $300 a month, right? Which for some people is like, wow, that's a lot for like a smaller channel. But for me, it's not enough, because for me, I feel like monetization should not be strictly ads. I feel like that's maybe the starting point. But I want to teach you guys how you can make money from your channel with not having to have a ton of subscribers, products, and services. Okay, so let's talk about this. So my channel, Print School. So Print School was the concept. Now, I didn't do Print School until the end of 2019, going into 2020, because I had to pivot and focus, right? And some of you guys know what happened with Print School, like what we decided to do. But if you kind of new to my channel, end of 2019, early 2020, that's when we came out with the workbook. I was not selling anything for all of that time. I didn't have one product to sell. And one of the things I tell people all the time is that when you start to see traffic pick up, you need to start working on a product of a course, a book, a workbook, something to sell. You need to have something to sell. And at the time I had nothing to sell on the topic in which I was teaching on, right? So for instance, like, if you're a vlog, let's say for instance, you're in fashion and beauty, right? If I'm in fashion or beauty, and let's say I'm focused on clothing, you know what I should probably have? I need to have something to sell, whether it's clothing, a store, but somewhere to drive traffic outside of just monetizing your channel, right? Of course, too, nowadays with YouTube's restrictions, right, it takes longer for you to monetize your channel. I think you have to have like either 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. So instead of you depending upon monetization and it being based on just ads, instead focus on driving traffic to a product, because you're going to make more through selling a $20 product, a $30 product, $3 product, $100 product faster, okay, than you would waiting on YouTube's monetization. Got it? So let me just teach you about this flip. So at the time, right, in 2019, what I decided to do was I had not built up an email list, right? The stuff I teach y'all, right? I hadn't built up an email list because to me, I was like, it's just a YouTube channel. But when I saw those numbers come in, I was like, okay, bam, 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 bam. So the first thing we did was we made an email list. We used MailerLite. We made an email list. we decided, we gave it a name. We gave it a branded name for the YouTube channel, which was Print School. That way it had a sense of community, it had a sense of focus, and it had a sense of direction. That was really important for us, okay? Community, focus, and direction, right? We wanted to give people a sense of movement, okay? The second thing with that is that outside of giving it a name and giving it branding, right? That's the other thing too, we gave it branding. We gave it a look, okay? We did that by creating a website. Okay, now you don't have to have a website, but it was important for me to do this because number one, I wanted a place to drive traffic to, wanted a place where we could lead people to. These are all the things that I'm about. So let me show you guys what we did with the website. You guys know how I move, right? We move fast. So I built this website. I think it took me, how many days did it take me? I don't know. I think it may take me like 2 days. 2 days max. I think it may take me about maybe 2 days max, because you guys know my background is in graphic and web design. So it doesn't take me fast to put up a website. So we put up the website. We did the branding. I did the logo, literally did the logo in 5 minutes. Okay, because for a lot of you, you overthink stuff. You overthink pulling the trigger, and that's one of your biggest problems for some of you guys, right? Is pulling the trigger. You need to pull the trigger faster. So I'm not worried about how our logo, I'm not spending 30 minutes on a logo, especially for a YouTube channel, got it? So for me, it's about the look, and it's about making all the colors come together. I was like pink, light pink, black and white, there we go. So we did Print School, we formed the email list. I made this video for the intro for our YouTube channel. I use, what app did I use for this? I know what app I use for this. Oh my God. Okay, I know what app. I use an app called Quick. Okay, it's an app called QUIK. Okay, I made this video literally sitting in my bed. Again, some of you guys take way too long to execute. Me, listen, pulled these videos from Pexels. They have like free video content. Like this is free video content. So it didn't cost me anything to pull this video content of women working. Pulled it right from Pexels. Okay, put text on top from the app called Quick, which makes it really easy to create videos. Download the videos, put them on my phone, grab some photos, and I literally made the ad. Okay, again, the app that I used is called Quick. It looks, let me show you my thing you guys can see. It is this Q. You probably can't even tell because the screen is so bright. But you guys see that Q? There you go. You see that Q right there? It was this. Oh my God, wait, this one. It's this one. Okay, it's this Q one right there called Quick. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's like focusing. There we go. QUIK. Okay, that's it. QUIK. I used that to make the video. And then after that, what we did was, we linked it to the YouTube channel. I pulled testimonials from our YouTube channel, like just the things that people have said. And then we got ready for this product. And let's talk about this product when this thing launched. When I launched the product, oh my goodness, some of you guys remember, I launched this bad boy for 10 bucks. Never again, but I launched it for 10 bucks. Pre-order. We've made, and I think I did like a slide on this one time. We did pre-orders for this. Remember, I had never launched a product before. Okay, never launched a product before. So I sold it for $10. Never do this again. I sold it for $10. We had pre-orders through the roof. I mean, it was chaotic. I should have done it through Shopify. It was horrible. And I was so bad. I'm using StreamYard for this broadcast, Karen. Okay, I'm using StreamYard. It's amazing, highly suggested. And if you want the promo code, you can click the link with this video in the thing. But yeah, StreamYard is amazing. So we launched the product. We did pre-orders. Never will ever do that again. We did it like through some like PayPal form or something like that. Never again, never. But anyway, we did it. I think between when we launched in December to January, we did $7,000. It was like close to $7,000 off of a $10 product. So you can make sense of those numbers. And now this is important. And when I say $7,000 off a $10 product, that's not necessarily true, because it was $10 for pre-order, but then it went to full price for $29.97. So it was $7,000 between $10 and then $29.97. So not necessarily a $10 product, but we did $7K. The reason I'm saying these numbers is because some of you need to know a few things. Number one, making money is about timing. Number two, I never made $7,000 in monetization of my YouTube channel. I would have never hit those numbers if I didn't have a product. If I didn't have a product, I would have just gotten the check from YouTube for whatever that check was, which was averaging max 300, low like $100. Got it? So either can just be satisfied with the $100 a month check, okay, or let's create a product. Now, I'm not saying you're going to have a launch like mine, but here's my thing. Imagine if you get 5 people to buy, you know, a $30 product, right? That's still better. That's more money on top of you monetizing your channel, or maybe you can't even qualify for monetization. The point is that you need a product. And so when you're creating content that's focused, and then there are products linked to it that are focused on that topic, it drives the traffic to the products. That's how we're doing it, right? So this is why for a lot of people, when you lack focus, you miss out on money. Okay, when you lack focus, you miss out on money. And especially in this time of digital learning, things like that, or whatever it may be, your goal is, what are you going to do with this traffic, right? If you have people coming to your YouTube channel and they're watching a video, what do you want them to do next? Do you want them just simply to eat up the content, or do you want them to do something else? The question becomes, what is the next step for this traffic? Number one is join the email list. Well, number one is subscribe to the channel. Number two, visit Print School. We want you to go right here. We want you to visit Print School. We want you to join the email list. We don't want you to miss out on what's happening in Print School. But number three are products. So we have the workbook. That workbook sells at least 5 times a day. Every single time, I kid you not, every single time I check my phone, there's at least 5, and they're coming from 2 places now. They're coming from our online course platform, which if you're in Launch on a Budget, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how I built that platform. That's only for Launch on a Budget. But then also too, I still have that workbook on my genesisdorsey.com website. So we get sales on that Shopify end as well. That workbook was probably the smartest move I ever made, but it was also because I didn't have a resource for people that wanted to learn more past the videos. Got it? The other thing is that we finally decided to do a course, and that course was that course was the smartest move we ever made. Now, we also had some failures in the course. So it's a learning curve for all of us, got it? But it was a learning curve for me. So one of the things that, for instance, we had a failure in was the quality of the videos, right? I thought that they came out great because I was using StreamYard, but it turned out that the camera quality was not good. So for instance, this is where too, having a loving community, but also too, a community that doesn't play with you is great. I had a subscriber almost curse me out. But in love. And she was like, Genesis, like, you can do better than this. Like, this is not what I paid for. Now, I personally feel like, you know, it was good content, but in her opinion, and this is very true, the delivery could have been better. So I was like, okay, bet. You know what? This is good critical feedback. Let us improve. So what we did instead was we decided to put out a survey, which if you're launching a budget, you would have gotten. And on Monday, I'm going to be professionally recording everything. Now, this is where too, having a tribe that wants to learn, they give you more information on what they want to learn about. Now, with the $97 course that we released through Launch on a Budget, it was really important for me that it had ongoing value, right? So this gives people a reason to want to get in so that they can get this ongoing value, which is why we did Launch on a Budget, because it helps people who have a smaller budget launch their planner and journal businesses, right? It has 8 modules, and then we have 8 videos that we're going to completely redo. This strategy works. It helps because you have, again, like you have workbook content, but then you also you have this, you have digital content that people can immediately access. So to answer your question, so Tease Curl says, what email list do you use? So I use MailerLite. I use MailerLite for both of my companies, for Glamprint Go and for genesisdorsey.com. So I've been using MailerLite for maybe, it's been, I would say at least 2 years for my genesisdorsey.com and Glamprint Go. We launched that top of 2020, right? I really like MailerLite, but MailerLite is, in my opinion, is good for knowledge-based businesses. If you are in a product-based business, I wouldn't suggest it. It's good, but it doesn't have everything that I would suggest. And if you are in launching the budget, then these are things that we do talk about as far as which email client is best for e-commerce. They are pretty good. They're pretty good, but again, they're to me, they're comparable to like ConvertKit, where it's more focused on like, course creators, content creators. And that's the thing too. So like what Nikita says, that MailerLite didn't approve my account. And so MailerLite is really, it's there. It has some things that it needs to work out. But again, I recommend MailerLite more for those who are selling content online, your bloggers, course creators, gurus. Okay. Exactly. So it's what Gina said, it's for a service-based business. That's what I highly recommend it for. So like I said before, that's what we did. So that helped us have, again, these products. These are only 2 products. So we have the workbook and then we have the course. So these are only 2 products. And with that, we did launch other products such as the Prayer Journal Bootcamp, which we did. And then we also have Print Boss. Print Boss is our creme de la creme high-end course that was focused on helping those who were doing overseas projects and really building like a stationery company. And so we did offer 2 higher end, which definitely brought in revenue. So Prayer Journal Bootcamp was introduced at early bird $197, is now $497. And then we have Print Boss, which is $997. And Print Boss is like, again, that's for people who are like, you're building a stationery business and you really want to learn, like, how do you navigate overseas? I actually give you my vendor. So you get my vendor in Print Boss so that you can connect with Tammy and work with Tammy and all those good things. And then in Print Boss too, we talk about like building like a larger, and so that one comes with like a 120-page workbook. It's focused on any type of planner journal. It's not focused on faith-based. The Prayer Journal Bootcamp is focused on prayer journal, prayer or faith-based journals and planners. And Prayer Journal Bootcamp is also focused on you trying to expand that business into other faith-based products, such as faith-based curriculum, faith-based Bible studies. So that $497, it was like for the faith-based community products. And then we have Print Boss, which is for like going mass, overseas, doing all sorts of stuff. So for Nikita's question, what would you suggest? As far as an email marketing client for service-based, I highly recommend, I would say MailerLite, but you know what? There are a couple other ones I would suggest as well. There was one I was talking to a friend about that seemed really, 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 really interesting. And let me pull that one up. I was actually, how do we call it? Playing around with it a little bit. And my computer's acting a little slow, so hopefully it pulls it up. I may need to do another video on just email marketing as a whole. But there was another one that we were talking about that seemed really awesome, because I would highly recommend ConvertKit. Honestly, like if you don't do MailerLite, I would definitely do ConvertKit, but ConvertKit doesn't have a free plan, right? So that's where it gets like, out the gate. But I would recommend ConvertKit. To me is like, it's kind of where it's at. So ConvertKit for service-based is great. Anything in service-based, but my thing is that if you're selling your knowledge online, which is a little bit different, ConvertKit's like comparable to MailerLite. That's what I would definitely ask. Yes, got it. Okay, the other thing is just do MailChimp. You always use MailChimp as a backup. Whenever anything else fails for me, I always use MailChimp. I use MailChimp in 2 seconds. Of course, nothing really happens to me in MailerLite, but if anything did, I would use MailChimp as a backup. So again, that's how we monetize. Now, one of the things that's important too is that as a service-based business, Glam Print Go is the owner of Print School. Okay, so let's lay this one out. So Glam Print Go is the owner of Print School. Any Print School materials or products that are purchased come through come through Glam Print Go. Glam Print Go is my company where we actually do planner and journal ideation, design, and manufacturing. Got it? So that also has brought major traffic, right? Major traffic for the business. Got it? So this is really important because, never think of your YouTube channel as just a YouTube channel. For me, it's a source of traffic. Okay, this is important. It's a source of traffic. It's a source of traffic, okay? So I'm using, this is important, YouTube is a content search engine. It's a search engine. People go on YouTube because they want to learn about something. So they type in things like how to, and they type in keywords that link them to wanting to find out about a subject, got it? So what's happening is that the YouTube algorithm, you're hoping that it works in your favor. But the way that it does work in your favor is by you creating content that is searchable. How you title your videos is everything. Okay, the description boxes, the keywords, everything this stuff is really important. And I think a lot of people like, I'm just launching my YouTube channel just to do stuff. But then now you're like, but now I really want to grow my channel. Well, the way that you grow your channel is by creating content that people are searching for. The second thing is that I have found that thumbnails do contribute to more success. I have not edited all my thumbnails, but I have found that they begin to do better as I get to have attractive thumbnails, right? And so this is exactly how, again, like how things are growing. People were searching for this, okay? They were searching. So that's how my videos became popping up. And then what happens is that as your video begins to get more traction, the algorithm begins to recommend it to people because it's something that people are looking into. Have I ever looked into Woo for email marketing? No, I don't know every platform, but again, if it's a platform that you recommend or that you like, definitely suggest it to the community. But I do not know every platform. But if it's something that you feel like is really good, I would highly recommend that you suggest to the community. And there's another one though. There's another one. If they keep on, there's a ton of platforms that pop up, like different email marketing. I'm telling you, and some of them are really good. They're different but good. Like OmniSend was when I was talking to a friend about OmniSend. We were talking about what was another one we were talking about? Emma, ConvertKit. Aweber, Constant Contact. There's like tons of ones. So it's really about really finding which one works for you. Flowdesk. I don't know of. I probably have seen it. I mean, I've been through so much software. I probably have used some kind of way, but I can't. It's not what I use. So as I was saying though, is that with Glamprint Go, right, it helped to drive traffic for that side as well. So as I end, because I'm not going to be on here long. My goal is simply just to show you how we did monetization for our YouTube channel. So let's just recap. Number one, give your YouTube channel a focus. Okay. If you want to dive into other subjects, really consider if this is like a melting pot channel where you can have a channel that's like makeup, fitness, and beauty. Got it? Okay, great. But then that has to be your focus. Got it? Like you can't start doing videos on dogs. Got it? So whatever your focus is going to be, make that your focus. The second thing is, with this recap, is use your personality as a sell point. I will never change who I am, and I feel like my personality has helped the channel because, it's me. I'm a person, right? And the way I am, sometimes I'm a little, direct and I say stuff a certain way, but that's who I am. And there's a part of me that's giggly and bubbly, and that's a part of who I am too. So use your personality to draw people in, right? Because that's really how YouTube is. People fall in love with personality and content. Okay. The third thing, of course, is within making your channel a focus, figure out what kind of content you provide. Entertainment based? Will it be educational based? Is it a mix of both? Right. So are you gonna have a channel that teaches people something? Right. Is it a DIY? Is it, what is it? Or are you more of like, watch me, entertainment, that kind of thing. So more vlogs and things like that. So what kind of channel will you have? The other thing about this too is that have a goal for products eventually. Products or services, okay? Because you have to have something that you're driving people to. Before, people could simply make money off of monetization. That was cool, okay? But now with all these different things happening, you're starting to see a drive, for instance, on YouTube to OnlyFans, Patreon, right? We're starting to see a draw to certain, basically subscription based or other types of support, because for YouTubers, right, if they have personalities and they're like, okay, hey, join my OnlyFans or join my Patreon account, right? And, so for me, I was like, well, I don't want to provide, I was even thinking about doing subscription. I think some of you guys remember on some of my videos before, I was highly, thinking about doing a subscription based model. I figured it was not going to work for me. So I said, you know what? let me do a monetization plan, right? Of, okay, what kind of products will I sell? And again, you don't have to have a ton of subscribers, okay, to monetize your channel, right? But you do have to figure out how to drive traffic. That's why we create searchable based content. And from there, we monetize the traffic. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So let me answer some questions so I can go. What platform do you use to create your websites? Let me pull up both so you guys can see them. And I'm going to minimize some of this stuff. So my computer's acting slow. So I design websites usually, if it's my websites. I only pick 2 places to design my own websites. For my client websites, we either do a Shopify build out or a WordPress build out for e-commerce stores. But for my stores, my websites, 2-1. So for Glam Print Go, well, let's do Print School. So Print School, this is WordPress. Okay, this is a WordPress build out. Yep. So I try to, when I design my websites, I kind of have my own method to when I do my websites, which is very simple. I like banners at the top, and then I like content at the bottom. So you're always, if I'm always designing a site, it's always going to see this kind of look. But this is the website for Glam Print Go. This takes us, when you click this button, it takes us to our product site now, which has the launching a budget course, and it has the My $500 Planner Journal Business. We will be putting Print Boss and the Prayer Journal Bootcamp onto this site as well, onto the course site. Then we have a coaching session takes you to my one-on-one coaching sessions. Videos take you to the video channel. This takes you to Glam Print Go. And then we have a contact page where you can say hello. So this is WordPress. Our service-based business, this is Squarespace. For me, I love Squarespace for service-based business sites. I think WordPress, though, is also amazing. It's just that just to give you guys a hint, actually a story, I did this website on a plane. Okay, so when we launched the Glam Print Go website, I did this on a plane. I never forget this. I took out my credit card after connecting to the internet, and I paid for a full year of Squarespace, and I was like, let me build this right off of the internet. I'm like right on this plane, and I did it. I did it literally in like an hour. And so we built the website on Squarespace. I like Squarespace because it's focused on minimalistic sites. The way that they construct the sites, they try to keep everything streamlined. So like all your fonts are the same. It's not like Wix where you have like, you can use 30 different fonts on one page. That is like a branding nightmare. So I like clean. Right. So that's what we did. So we have the journal and planner page here where our clients can learn about, our journal and planner business and how we, do all of our different phases. And you see it's very clean, right? It's very straightforward. They can see the most recent project, which is the Empire Planner that I designed. And did so our clients can, watch the videos and see, the different planners that were done. I should have showed you guys this video because this kind of shows the inside of the planner and everything. So they can watch all the content and, and such. And then they can scroll down. I'm so in love with my work. Okay. Then they can scroll down and see all of the different projects that we've done for our clients. We just picked a few, but just a few projects that we've done for our clients. And then of course they can go to the start page. For the start page, we use HoneyBook as our customer CRM. That is very important to me. So literally, if you're interested in using some of the tools on our website, you can go to our tools on glamprintgo.com and you will see HoneyBook here. You actually can get 20% off HoneyBook. I highly recommend HoneyBook. It is what we use for us as a design company. This helps us to send our proposals, clients, onboarding of clients. When we schedule our consultation calls, they're done through HoneyBook. I can't brag about HoneyBook enough, okay? They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing, but that's what we use for our CRM. So when you go to start, this is the form that pops up, and this form right here is linked to the back end of our CRM that brings in the data, creates creates a project in my dashboard. My team can look at the projects and we can move you right along in the process. So again, this is how I've monetized my YouTube channel. Again, I know that people have different ways, but at the end of the day, my recommendation for you is to create a focus for your channel. Make sure you create searchable based content that you're passionate about. Not just creating content because you want to make some money off of YouTube. Just go get a job, okay? Because it just takes too much work. You want to talk about stuff that you can't stop talking about. Like when someone talks to me about planners and journals, you have to tell me to shut up because I can talk to you all day. Like, oh, you like planners and journals too? What kind of layouts do you like? Okay, got it. And why do you like those layouts? Okay, got it. How do you like you like design? Okay, got it. So for you, like, what's the aesthetic for planners and journals? Like to speak to you. Like I can talk about planners and journals all day. I can talk. Oh, okay. What brands you like? Oh yeah, I like that brand too. Oh, I like them. You like spiral band? You like hardback? You like vegan leather? I can talk about it all day. I love planners and journals. And my thing is, for me, the reason why I started my company Glam Print Go is because I like making pretty stuff. That's always me. I like if you look at my desk right now, it reflects my desk right now reflects me. I have my which I think some of you guys have seen. I have my little bunny here that sits on my desk, and then we have the friend Maxwell that sits on the desk, and then we have here's Thumbelina. Really, she's not Thumbelina, but I call her Thumbelina. And she's on the I like pretty stuff. I've always liked pretty things. And, I'm a girly girl, but I'm also a tomboy because for me too, while I like pretty stuff, I like stuff that like we're getting stuff done. Like I like pretty stuff. At the end of the day, like we got to execute. So that's why I like my company Glam Print Go. Let me put my little friends back. And then my desk has like, my flowers and stuff because like that's my personality. So when you're doing your YouTube channel, like when you're talking about stuff, talk about stuff that you just love to talk about. Talk about stuff that makes you passionate because that's what's going to feed the content. But the other thing is that I want you guys also to have your dreams come true. So like for me, like with my channel, how I monetize is that now I'm in a position with this YouTube channel that is bringing them so much income. I now can sit back and think about other things I can create for my community that they need. But the great thing about this too, though, is that you don't need to create a ton of products. Especially now, this is like if you're like not doing clothing and stuff like that. That's different. But I mean, like for some of you guys, like you don't need 30 courses or workbooks. You just need like 5 or 6. Like just create a nice set of offerings that you can sell forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, right? And that's kind of where for some of you, the planner and journal ideas are really great because planners and journals are a great idea. These are things that you can sell ongoing, right? Especially if they're undated. And these create products that you can drive your traffic to purchase. Got it? So I hope that this video helped. I hope that this helped you. I hope that you can see there's different ways to monetize besides just the monetization stream from YouTube. Now, you should definitely have ads in your videos. Definitely do that. But don't let that be the only kind of products. The other thing I think that was really important for me too is that I did have non-physical products, right? I think that having courses, having workbooks, things that people can digitally download and immediately access are really hot right now, right? Because people want immediate access, they want to take stuff. So that's where me doing the workbook as a digital format was really helpful, and me doing the course, right? Because it was immediate access to content. And so some of the things that you guys can think about is maybe you want to launch a membership, maybe you want to launch a one-time offering digital download, maybe an online course. These are things that you can think about and ways for you to monetize the traffic coming in. If you're part of launching a budget, and one of the requests in the survey was for me to talk about how we built out the Launch on the Budget course. Very similar if you wanted to launch a planner, like a planner or something like some kind of course maybe related to your planner or journal. So we're going to be adding that to the Launch on the Budget course portal. So if you have not signed up for Launch on a Budget, I highly recommend that you do. We start the professional recording on Monday. So all of the new content will be going up in the month of August. So if you want to be a part of the Launch on the Budget community, please join that. It's $97 for access. And you're going to be getting brand new revised content, which is amazing. On top of that, we had our July call, which is where I did like this long behind Q&A, but we covered a lot in that Q&A session. So if you are a part of Launching the Budget, you missed it, the video version and the audio version are in there. We are going to be having up until the end of 2020, we will be having ongoing monthly calls. So there will be a call for August as well. And so all that information will be in the Zoom in like 2 weeks max. So let me answer questions. I'm done. When you monetize your YouTube, once you get a YouTube page, does that money go to a business account or personal? You can choose. So so you create an AdSense account, right? So your AdSense account is what's linked to your YouTube channel, and in your AdSense account, you can choose what kind of bank account it goes to, and like the name and all that good stuff. So you can actually put in your business bank account, and that's where the money will be deposited. Okay. And that's really smart, especially when especially if it's a personal, this is important. So when you first start your YouTube channel and let's say you're just getting started, if you want it to be personal, have it be personal. But as the money starts coming in over a certain amount, you need to switch that thing to a business bank account. You want to also make sure you have all your legal stuff in place, right? So no sole proprietorship, LLC. And as you develop that LLC, as that business grows, then from there you can think about, having it be maybe another kind of business model as your accountant recommends. As your accountant. You need an accountant to recommend that. Got it? So yeah, definitely monetize your YouTube channel. Yeah, and again, they don't allow you to immediately monetize. They allow you to YouTube. You have to have up to a certain number of subscribers, I believe, and I believe that those recommendations have changed, what they allow, until you can monetize. So I think it's 1,000, maybe 1,000 or 2,000, but I think that's the number, and then they allow you to monetize. So you can't immediately monetize your channel. It has to be up to a certain number of subscribers, which is why I'm saying until you have that certain number of subscribers, monetize with a product or service. Got it? And then go from there. Any other questions, guys? I think I answered, but just want to make sure. Okay, so guys, let's talk about quickly what's happening in August. So in August, we are doing, there we go, there we're over. So it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Okay, so there it is. That is the number for when you want to monetize your channel. It's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That means that's the total time they've watched your content. So that means that if you have 1,000 subscribers, if every one of those 1,000 just simply watches, but they don't have to be subscribers. You just need people to watch 4,000 worth of content, even if they don't subscribe. But you also need 1,000 subscribers. Does that make sense? So if you get a person to watch at least, an hour, you just need 4,000 people to watch just 1 hour content. But that's the reason why you want to create searchable content. Got it? Or just entertaining content. There was a girl that I subscribed to. I'm really big into ASMR and stuff like that. I'm a huge ASMR addict. Anyway, she has these long nails. She started her YouTube channel a month ago. I think it's a month ago. She now has 13,000 subscribers. And I love her channel, so I'm not laughing. She has these long nails, and she's this young girl, and she wears all this colorful makeup, and her eyebrows are always different colors. She's really the way she does, it's so pretty. And I watch her, and I want to. Man, she talked about how she needed some money for a new hard drive, and I'm like, girl, you need to start some kind of Patreon account so I can, sign up and support you financially. Listen, people are looking for all different types of content, and you would be surprised how that algorithm picks up. So that's why I tell people, listen. Get your channel together. Okay, let's talk about August. So August, as I end August, Print School. I will be emailing you guys via email. If you're not a part of the email list, you need to go to joinprintschool.com, sign up and join Print School via email so that you don't miss out on anything. So I'm coming back to August, and we are going to be doing a 4-week focus, okay, and it's going to be really, really good. We're going to be focusing on the basics of the planner and journal business. And this is something I haven't really covered, I believe, in detail. When I say the basics of the planner and journal business, what I simply mean are talking about back to basics. So these are these are topics for instance, this is based on a Q&A that happened in Launching a Budget. For instance, how do you pick a name? Right, we talked about that in Launching a Budget on the call, but these are really good questions. How do you pick a name, right? How do you, one of the things that we're going to talk about next month too is okay, for instance, let's say, you want to launch a planner or journal, but you feel like you're launching an idea that everyone has already done. How do you make your idea different from someone else's? So this is where we're going to talk about what ideation is. This is what I do in my business for my clients, but I've gotten a lot of questions on like, what is ideation and like, how do you flesh out some of these ideas? So I'm going to be doing basic videos, not overcomplicated. All these videos will be pre-edited, so these will not be live streams, but to like point out 3 keys. Every video will have 3 simple keys on ways for you to accomplish these goals. So how to pick a name for your planning journal. Number 2, like how to think out your layout, but without complicating it, right? So like, how do you make your idea unique? Got it? We're also gonna be talking about, for instance, how to grow your influence, right, online. So we're gonna be talking about how to use social media really in like simple, easy ways. And these are like simple, bare bone basics, but these are things that I believe you should be doing before you expand. And the last thing we'll be covering, which I think is super good, is good covers, because I'm tired of ugly ones. We're going to talk about what makes a good cover, because the one thing that people buy into when it comes to planner and journals are covers. Some of you guys have bought planner and journals and the inside of them was so simple, but you just simply love the cover. That's why you bought it. That was as simple as it was. Now, of course, in this age, a lot of people are picking niche-based planners and journals, but still the covers matter. So we're going to be talking about what makes good covers, what makes bad covers, okay? Okay, guys, I have to go. I will see you guys later. I love you guys so much. If you've not signed up for Launching a Budget, definitely go to joinprinceschool.com and click on the resources tab. There's a tab that's like courses. Click on that and join for Launching a Budget. If you're not on our email list, go to joinprinceschool.com, scroll down the homepage and sign up so that you can get the August layout. Guys, I love you so much. We're going to hit 10,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, we're gonna hit it like in August. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a pre-made video, right? I'm gonna do a pre-made video that I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you want us to do? Like, should we do a 10K party? Should we do, I definitely want to do a giveaway. What should we give away? Please do not say $1 million, because I don't have $1 million. And if I had $1 million, I wouldn't be giving it away. I would be investing it. So we're gonna think about that. So guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk soon, okay? Bye, guys.